You ever find yourself in a place where there's, say, 75% quiet, maybe 20 to 25%, sounds, you know. A place like a nice park where you got birds chirping, you got trees ruffling, the sound of the wind, you got the sound of the water maybe nearby, you got people in the distance, maybe a party, or maybe, children playing in the distance, maybe birds, different types of birds squawking. Maybe in the distance you got like horns and, different types of cars, a bus, motorcycle, different types of vehicles, due to the roadway that's, a couple of miles down the road from where you are, something like that. Like I said, like 20% sounds, and then, a nice stretches of quiet, right? Because, now what you can do, if you choose, is kind of tap in, right? There's a way that you could tap into the environment around you. It's kind of like you make your aura bigger and you kind of just sync your aura with the environment. You sit in meditation, everything is meditation. Everything internal is meditation. So, in this case, you'll be going from internal, connecting to the external. And, basically what you'll do is spend time. Say you go to a park and you go, a nice park where, you can be safe, where ain't nobody gonna bop you upside the head type of thing, Get against a tree or something like that and, meditate, right? So you want to connect your consciousness, right? You want to connect your aura to, the energy of the park, the atmosphere, the environment around you. So what you do is you breathe in and out, and as you, get your meditation on, right? Whether you're chanting to a mantra or not, you're going to see your aura grow. You're going to see your outer energy body grow, and this growth is going to extend to touch all of the life force in the surrounding area. You eventually want to see the earth map of the city you are in, and see like a bubble on this map that represents you in the area around you that you are touching, right? So you are fusing your consciousness, your energy body consciousness, to the atmosphere, right? So from here, you're going to, like I say, get into a meditative position, You're going to invite your ancestors at this point. You might pour a libation, before you do this, just to connect, right? Connect, open yourself, let your ancestors know that you are trying to receive a message from them. You got some questions to ask them, that type of thing, And then, once you get into this state, once you have set this intention, slow things down for your person, and ask your question, right? You kind of mentally ask the question, you might have a list of questions that you want to ask. So ask them and then listen for the answers. You will find the answers coming in the sounds that you hear from the various phenomena that's going on around you. These examples I spoke of, whether it's animals around you, you might, I don't know, you might have something about talking to somebody. You might ask about, a communication issue with somebody, and then you hear a dog barking, that would be a Sebek reference, right? So that would be kind of a confirmation from Sebek that it's okay to talk to this individual, that type of thing, Um, you might have a thought about a child, and or a question about a child, and then hear a child's laughter in the distance, or you might have a specific thought about somebody and then hear somebody laughing in a sinister way, or hear a bunch of young kids playing, or every different type of sound is going to tell you something different about what's going on, in your query, you know. So, but the way to kind of be able to perceive that with some degree of clarity is to do that connection process, like I said, before you kind of start asking questions. You sit and you get meditated, you get synced consciously, right? Consciously with the environment, right? And yeah, and that's how you can kind of, use this is also just a very good way to, kind of practice being in touch with your sheps, practice being in touch with the inner planes, you have a connection to entities on the inner planes that are designed, or not designed, that are kind of like assigned to you to kind of help you. Guardian angels, Shepsu, ancestors, and they, when you step to them, they step to you. You know, what I mean. A lot of people who are having some psychic gifts and things like that are people who spend time concerned with psychic matters and spiritual matters, and so therefore those entities see them as someone to be, they see them as a light, sees them, they're a light beacon, they're a beacon, there's someone who can, this information can come through, so that's what's going on in that regard. But yeah, so but ultimately, yeah, this is something you can use to benefit you, just, having a connection to the beyond, right? Whether we're going to call it God, right? Whether it's, the Shepsu, whether it's, and you can actually do readings, especially if you deal with the Metu Neter, you can do readings on the various answers that you got, right? Or the perception of the answers that you got, right? Yeah, so, it's more to be said on this type of stuff, but, yeah, I hope that, I hope y'all can put that to use, and, yeah, if you do, let me know in the comments section, alright? Peace and love, y'all.